Precious souls, welcome back to our happy space. Let's tap into your higher self, guardian angels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Under the protection of Archangel Michael, let's find out what you need to know. What have we got here? Queen of Swords in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. What's going on? That's where I split the deck. Wow. Okay. For real? Okay. All right. So some of you might have somebody in your energy that is kind of cold, cutting with their words, definitely a liar, quite malice, feminine energy, but that could be male or female. A male operating in an unhealed state would be feminine energy. And it looks like they're blocking, or at the very least, we're blocking your divine gift from the universe coming in. Some new beginning that's going to bring stability. And this is after they betrayed you. All right, let's see. Where are we going with this? Boy, do you ever get tired of these energetic, low vibrational people, eh? I don't really enjoy wearing that energy. It doesn't feel very good. Yeah, they were blocking you from having this victory, some kind of a celebration for your achievements. So they've been pulling on your energy. I'm speaking to someone who's definitely highly intuitive, very intuitive, like extremely psychic, tapped in, someone who may actually be now on a celibate journey, staying away from the likes of people like this. And you trusted your instincts, and I'm feeling like you walked away because I feel like they were continually trying to breadcrumb you, like future fake you, promise you things, and then never really deliver. And they were trying to keep you all in your head and in this kind of a self-sabotaging, because they were sabotaging, they were matching your energy. There's a lot of clarity and truth coming in about what was going on in the background regarding your 10 of Pentacles that you're certainly due. And there was a lot of backstabbing, a lot of pain that they were attached to. You were probably dealing with, well, definitely someone who wasn't going to put in the work. They're very lazy, kind of a player energy, narcissistic actually, wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, they were stalling things out, no movement. And you were dealing with someone who was operating in low vibration energy, had addictions of sorts, could have been alcohol, could have been drugs, could have been sex, could have been anything. But this person is definitely not healthy. So then we have, oh, look at this. So the Queen of Pentacles, this is your energy. So you started pouring into yourself, building your own stability and fighting hard to bring your confidence back up after them hearing that they definitely played on that. They also might have manipulated your finances in some way. Yeah, they were in and out constantly. So they were head games, manipulation, yet they wouldn't invest in you, right? They wouldn't invest in you. And they were taking their sweet time coming in with any kind of half decent offer for you, okay, is what I'm getting also. They were trying to get you not to pour into yourself, but it didn't work. You're in that 10 of Pentacles energy. So you fought hard. Like I said, they were keeping you off balance, out of balance, afraid to even try, afraid to get started again, afraid to confirmation, afraid to put your foot in the waters. But it didn't work. They tried. Didn't work. I'm hearing that you saw through it. That was that clarity coming in that was divinely given to you. So you probably weren't told by anybody about this, about what was going on in the scenes. You trusted your instincts. Yes, my ears are ringing loud. They're just buzzing. So you trusted your instincts. You are High Priestess, right? You can see, you know, you feel with your third eye, with all of your intuitive abilities. You knew something wasn't right. And I'm feeling like you definitely walked away. Yeah, this is someone from your past. And yeah, you moved on to calmer waters. You quit sitting on the fence. I'm feeling like they would breadcrumb you, have you wondering, am I making the right decision? Should I really walk away? Back and forth, back and forth. It was causing a lot of mental anguish. But it is someone from the past. You healed those inner wounds that triggered that. This is someone who was, they're saying that's your energy. Okay. That you started bossing up. The card almost fell out of my hand. You started choosing you. That makes sense to me. You started pouring into yourself, getting more disciplined, and aligning with people that brought out the best in you and you started to see your true potential. 3-3 is very relevant. Very relevant. Anything else, Spirit? They're telling me to go to these cards, so I will do that. Oh, I'll be glad when that energy is completely lost and gone out of yours and ours and everybody's, right? Anybody it's affecting. All of this beautiful collective. It's like, go do the work. Go heal yourself. Be a better person. We can do better, right? We can do better. Just leave us alone. We're, working on our own self. Quit playing the victim when you left people, to deal with the mess that you left behind is what it is. All right, what do we need to know, Spirit? Saying shuffle it a little better, so I will do that. Okay, when you're ready, Spirit. Yeah, you put a death to this, okay? You closed off this cycle. You said, I'm not doing this anymore. 6-6 is very, very relevant. Oh, I'm sorry, 666. Ooh, that's bringing balance back in. That is harmony. So you're stepping into a higher timeline. You fought hard to get this confidence back, to get grounded again, to not have them constantly pulling on your energy. I'm so proud of you. You were seriously dancing with someone who's got a lot of dark attachments, a lot of issues. Some of the mental issues I'm hearing. So you did really well. You fought their darkness. You were wearing their energy for a while. So just be so proud of yourself. Look at what you've overcome in the past. Yeah, they're just reiterating. You were dealing with someone who was an absolute control freak. Remember when I said you're bossing up the Emperor and the Upright? They were going the opposite. They were a control freak. They were abusing their power, abusing their authority, and taking advantage of the fact that you could feel a soul tie there. But, okay, so you knew that there were things going on in the background, deceptive behaviors, people trying to get away with things. They didn't do the healing. They didn't do the inner healing. So they don't get to go on to calmer waters with you. They don't get to go through this transition. They miss out on this opportunity to have this divine love because they just sat there and did nothing. They literally used their spiritual gifts to come against you, to try to manipulate. That's a huge no-no. Yeah, they didn't put in the work. Wow, thanks, Spirit. You don't have to worry about the people that were trying to get away with things and trying to leave you feeling defeated. That's not going to happen, okay? You've stepped far beyond that. You're coming out of this period of rest, deep rest. You were depressed, but you're coming out of this deep rest with a brand new understanding and the Hermit with it. Oh my gosh, the wisdom that you learned on this time that you spent turning in to yourself after turning away and walking away, even though it was so painful, I'm hearing, has brought you right up. Like I said, I feel like I'm dealing with the Empress, although I'm not seeing that yet. I feel like I'm dealing with someone who is really stepping into the highest timeline with the Queen of Pentacles, this grounded, mature, self-made person, along with the Queen of Wands, someone who's gotten their passion back. They're feisty, they're spicy, you're highly attractive. Like you are literally the life of the party. Everybody wants to bathe in your energy. And not just the High Priestess, but the Queen of Wands. That's someone who's so intuitive. You could trust all of your instincts every step of the way. You can trust all of your instincts. And I'm hearing, although you're a wounded warrior, you're divinely protected by your spirit guides. You have nothing to worry about. You are so done with this. Yes, you are. I'm over it. You don't even want to look at love. But what I'm hearing is there in divine timing, there will be the right one that aligns with you, starting with soul family and definitely a love interest that will support and walk alongside you, and it'll be mutual, give and take. And this will be something you've never known in your life before because you were always meant to learn these hard lessons. And just as you give up on love, isn't that when it comes rushing in, you will be very supported, very loved, very adored. Can I get more on this, Spirit? Thank you for the message. I would like some confirmation, please, for the collective watching. So although they tried to hold these things back, that that beautiful divine offering and complete like security and happiness, happy family, happy home, might be getting a new home, might be something to do with family as well. That's going to really step things up. You're breaking through generational curses, and this was just on hold. I'm hearing from spirit. That is so funny. It was just on hold because they were in your energy and they're not allowed to touch this. What's this other card coming through? And it's coming in fast. 888 is very significant. You're going to hear news soon, something to do with this. You might be called to travel for it, but it is coming in now that this person is out of your energy. You see the importance of advocating for ourselves. Sometimes it's the simplest lesson that's the hardest to learn, right? Just to start saying, I'm not going to settle anymore. I know I'm meant for better than being the human punching bag. I know I'm meant for better than settling for someone who doesn't know how to treat me right. And when we pour it into ourselves, we're leveling up our true divine partner. Confirmation, guys. Oh, this is fun. How do you turn that off? I don't know. Confirmation. Yeah, you've had a lot of strength on your journey. A lot of strength. It took taming your ego, taming that ego that always wants 8888 that always has a say, right? But you're stepping into your passion and it's taken a lot to climb into that beautiful throne of yours again. You fought hard. There is, like I said, there is love on the cards. When you're ready, when you've started pouring it into yourself and the person that did all this to you, okay, justice will come when they're looking on the sidelines, having to watch you because they never came forward and did the healing to join you. They had every opportunity. Okay. So this person might be watching through social media. Their lives are stagnant now. Everything that they tried to do to you is what they have to wear while you celebrate. And they have to watch you celebrate. 3333, guys. Very relevant. Okay. I'm leaving it at that. Whew. Everything, there's a silver lining, guys. And it almost always gets really tough just before it all comes in. So you're doing amazing. Keep breathing. Just keep going. Keep your head up, your chin up. You've conquered like some really dark energies. You've defeated some of the wildest demonic attached entities attached to people. So like be so proud of yourself. You're doing an amazing job building a brand new foundation for yourself. Take care.